Hello from Tennessee. It is getting nice out weather-wise and decided to do a vid from the patio. Be right back. Okay, first off, wearing the Black Bay 41. Wore this all day to work today. Haven't wanted to take it off since I got home. So today's Monday the 10th. I'm going to drop this a little later in the week. Trying to stay consistent with content every other day. It's a little challenging, but I'm hoping realistic. So I was given some thought, or I had an epiphany recently that I feel like I finally, after about a little over 2 years of being in the watch game, that I would classify myself as a collector. And so it got me thinking, like, what is the progression to get to that point, at least for me? I mean, I realize everybody's journey is different, but I kind of feel like some of these tenets may have some universal appeal. And so I isolated three stages of, I isolated three stages of what I think are the collection journey, or the watch journey that leads to collector, I should say. So first off, it is interest in watches. So that is just like it sounds. Something in you thinks that you may want to buy another watch. Maybe you've had one watch forever and you finally shifted and you got yourself a second one. And then you find yourself looking at watches. And then you find yourself looking at social media and so forth and so on. So, step one, interest. I think that interest sustained unscientifically, I think that interest in watches and the purchasing of watches for about probably, I don't know, a 4 to 8 month period. If you're doing that consistently, buying some watches, looking at social media, your interest is increasing. I think that's when you start to shift to the enthusiast realm, where that you enjoy these things. You may have a half a dozen or so in your collection. You don't know where you're going exactly, but you're interested and you've bought some and you've got them in your watch box. You have a watch box, and so forth. Then, for me at least, and I think it's going to be different for everybody, that enthusiast stage, I think for me, lasted well over a year. And then all of a sudden, I realized, like, hey, I'm a watch collector. Is it based on sheer number? Possibly. I have 27 watches. I was trying to think who was saying it. It could have been... it was DK on Simicon Reviews, I think, was saying it. I want to give him credit for it. Great channel. He was saying, like, I wish I could remember it exactly, but something he said sparked me to think that, you know what, I'm a collector. I think he was looking at a watch and he was saying, this isn't for everybody, but since I'm a collector, I want to have one of these in my collection. And so all of a sudden I realized, like, I like to have the diversity of watches. My collection strategy is starting to come forward, where I'm a big proponent of brand diversity. And I'm just having a grand old time right now. This is my biggest purchase to date, and for the longest time, any of you that followed me for a bit knew I was trying to go after even a bigger piece, going after an Omega. I decided to backpedal a little bit because there are just so many great watches in that lower tier. When I say lower tier, possibly, $500 and lower, that I just haven't experienced yet. And I want to collect those, buy them smartly, probably continue to increase my collection size to maybe, I don't know, 30, 35, 40. And then eventually maybe flip out and change direction. But for the foreseeable future, that's where I'm at right now. And obviously, that's subject to change. But I'm having a good time right now. I'm on a microband kick. I just got a Timex Q coming in, the GoldenEye. I think that's due in later this week. I got a good deal on one secondhand from one of my buddies on Discord. A little late to the game, but that thing just looked killer. And for $90, how can you go wrong? So just trying to buy what I like, enjoy it, and continue to share my journey with you all. So thanks for listening to this little topic video. I know it's a little bit of a ramble too as well. But as always, stay positive, make friends, enjoy the journey, and I'll see y'all real soon. Take care. I just realized that I said GoldenEye. I must have been thinking James Bond, Omega, James Bond. I said GoldenEye. It is the Falcon Eye, the Timex Q Falcon Eye. Later, guys.